track the score and win game development. And in the previous video we created the collision detection, and we can play around, and as you can see, as long as we are destroying the bricks, but we don't have a tracking score, so we can play the game. But right now we're gonna focusing on creating a track the score and win. Okay, so this is the 8th step out of the 10 game dev canvas tutorial. You can find the source code. Actually, look after completing this lesson, and you can click here, and it's gonna send you to this to the GitHub repository, and you can have this code here if you want to check it out. So we have that up to this point. Okay, so I also have the hexa color here if you want to change colors, so you can just go to Google and you have these kind of colors here, so hexadecimal. Okay, so destroying the bricks is really cool, but to be even more awesome, the game could award points for every brick a user hits and keep count of the total score, counting the score. If you can see your score throughout the game, eventually you can impress your friends. You need a variable to record the score. Add the following into your JavaScript after the rest of your variables. So, and this is important because this is where we use the let statement declaration. So we have constant let. So let me see where we can put this one. Let this brick function, so we can just pretty much, let me see what do we have here. You need a variable, add the following after the rest of your variables, so we can just go just before this function, so we can just go here and just have this let statement declaration, name it the score, and we're gonna initialize it to 0. Okay, so we have a bunch of variables from the line 1 all the way up to 27. Then we have a for statement declaration here, but after that we have this new variable name score, and after that we have function. So let's just leave it like that. So we have that. Now you also need a draw score function, okay, to create and update the score display at the following after the collision detection function. Okay, so we're gonna go this all the way down, and this is the function collision detection, so we enter right here. So pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a new function, and we're gonna call it draw score like this. And let me double check. So we are gonna name it function draw score. Okay, that's fine. We're not gonna pass any parameters inside of the parentheses, but inside of the curly braces we are gonna have this ctx that, and it's gonna be this time font, and we are gonna set it to double quotes, and it's gonna be 16 pixels, and it's gonna be Arial, so it's gonna be Arial. Let me see, Arial. Okay, semicolon at the end. Then we're gonna have the ctx that fill style, and we're gonna set it to, let me see, we can grab any color if you want. So let me see, what colors do we have here. Okay, so maybe, I don't know, kind of like a yellow theme. Let's go for this color here. So I'm gonna grab this color and I'm just gonna paste it here. So it's gonna be the number sign, then it's gonna be A48832. So you have it here. You can play around with these values. We're gonna have in the, okay, so we're gonna add the new method that is gonna be the field text. So we're gonna have the ctx that field text, and again camel notation. Okay, and we're gonna pass in 3 parameters. So inside double quotes we're gonna have in score, so it's gonna be score, and okay, double quotes, and then we're gonna use the dollar sign, and we're gonna pass in the name of the variable, that is the one that we initialize it, that is score. Okay, and okay, as a second parameter we're gonna have the number 8, and the final parameter is going to be the number 20. and we're gonna end it with a semicolon. Okay, so let me see if something has changed. Nothing has changed yet. Okay, nothing has changed yet, but we can still play this game. Okay, so let's keep moving. Okay, so we have this function yet. Now, drawing text on a canvas is similar to drawing a shape. The font definition looks exactly like the one on the CSS. You can set the size and font type and the font method. Then use fill style to set the color of the font and fill text to set the actual text that will be placed on the canvas and where it will be placed. The first parameter is the text itself. The code above shows the current number of points, and the last two parameters are the coordinates where the text will be placed on the canvas. So to award a score each time a brick is hit, add a line to the collision detection function. So we're gonna go above and we're gonna go inside of the collision detection function. Okay, so function to increment the value of the score variable each time a collision is detected, add the following highlighted line to your code. So there's not highlighted, but we need to pretty much decipher what is the update. So let me see. Collision brick width. Okay, so pretty much is gonna be, we're gonna add this little piece of code. Okay, so inside of the second if statement declaration, okay, after the b.status set to 0, we're gonna have in the score, and we're gonna use the increment. So like that. And okay, let me see if we need to do something else. Okay, 4 yes, okay, the let r, that's fine. b.status, that's fine. Break the y status set to 0, and that's fine. That's all the updated that we need to do. In my case, in line 137, I just added this score, the variable score, and I just use the plus the increment, so it's gonna increment. Okay, so now calling draw score from the draw function. Again, pretty much we have here everything we're calling it from the draw function, since we have the constant declaration interval and we're setting it to the set interval. We're calling it this function draw temp. So since we're calling this function, we need to go into the draw function. And okay, so here from here, as you know, we are calling draw bricks, draw ball, draw paddle, and also we are calling the collision detection. Now we're gonna be calling the, let me see, okay, calling the draw score from the draw function keeps the score update with every new frame. Add the following line inside draw just below the draw paddle call. So again, that's all that we need to do, just draw, and it's gonna be this one, draw score, open parenthesis, semicolon at the end. And let me see, displaying a winning message when all bricks have been destroyed. So let's check it out up to this point. Okay, oops, okay, as you can see, we have a score now. So I have destroyed 3. Let me see if how long I can play this game before I lose. Okay, so I'm winning. Oh man, I lost. Okay, that's fine. Let's keep here. Displaying a winning message when all bricks have been destroyed. So at the end of this video, you have to pretty much win. You have to win this game. Collecting the points works well, but you won't be adding them forever. What about when all the bricks have been destroyed? It's the main purpose of the game after all, so you should display a winning message if all available points have been collected. Add the following highlighted section into your collision detection function. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way down, and we're gonna go after the draw score, we're gonna go inside of the collision detection function, and here we're gonna update. So let me see what we are gonna update now. So we're gonna go after the score, so in my case is inside of the second if statement declaration. And let me see, okay, inside of the second if statement declaration, we're gonna have a third if statement declaration. Okay, and then we're gonna have 6 curly braces. Let me see, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, that's fine. So here we're gonna have an if statement declaration, the final one. Okay, so we're gonna have some conditions here. If those conditions are met, then we're gonna execute it. So let me see, if the score is equal to the brick row count multiplied by the brick column count multiplied by the brick column count. Okay, if that is true, then we're gonna have an alert. And in that alert we're gonna pass in you win, congratulations. So it's gonna be you win let me see, congratulations. Okay, congratulations. Okay, we have that semicolon at the end of this statement. And also here we're gonna use the document. We're gonna use the document that location that reload. So document that location that reload, like that. So we have the document that location that reload. Okay, semicolon at the end. And finally we're gonna have in the clear interval. So we're gonna have the clear. Okay, so I have it here, clear interval, and we are gonna pass in interval the variable. So semicolon at the end, and here pretty much we are passing this constant declaration that we have here, interval. So we have clear interval, and then we're passing the constant declaration or this variable name interval. So and here needed for cron to end game. So we have that up to this point. Save it. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have? Thanks to this, your users can actually win the game when they destroy all bricks, which is quite important when it comes to games. The document that location reload function reloads the page and it starts the game again once the alert button is clicked, so you can compare your code. But first of all, let's test it. Let's see if I can win this game. So let's refresh it first. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna try to win this game for you guys. So I'm playing and doing the best of my abilities. Okay, that's fine. So let me see. Oh man, okay, I'll do it again. Oh man. Okay, so I have to win. Okay, yeah, it's been a long time since I play Mario. Okay, so oops, let me see. Okay, I'm doing it fine up to this point. Let me see if I can win this game. So okay, so yeah, I win, you win, congratulations. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. So the score has been 14, so we have win this game. And again, this piece of code, as you can see, the let me see, the document that location, the reload function reloads the page and it starts the game once the alert button is clicked. So we need, oh, I didn't alert, so pretty much I have to click this okay when it says you win, congratulations. So if I click it, it would just pretty much refresh it. But this is much all that we have. So this is the code, you can compare it. This is your JavaScript here and the same page here in the web docs. So you can check out your code here. If at some point you feel lost, you can compare your code here. What else they have here? Try adding more points per brick hit, print out the number of collected points and the end game alerts, and also you can play here with the games and pretty much change the color. So in this case we use some kind of like a yellowish color for the alert, but you can have, I don't know, you can modify it. So in this part, I don't mean it can be, I don't know, 26 maybe. And let me see if that will work. Yeah, as you can see, it has changed. And also, I don't know, maybe let's just add some kind of like this color here, kind of like a red. so it'll be here. Save it, and yeah, this is pretty much HTML, so you can play around. So we have this score now, so you can play around and try some new stuff. But yeah, this is all that we have for the track the score and win. So this is our final product.